Okay, so
Lizzie was just taking the piss out of this.
Yeah,
It's funny. This is really
a
good.
great start.
So
Okay.
this latest podcast comes
Drink your
to you
drink.
with a live studio audience.
Yeah, so
He's currently trying to not spit out a
she's
beer.
trying to, she's holding in her desperado.
This is the artistic process.
This is
This is
You
what
gotta get
happened,
with it.
Lizzie.
You're
This is
obviously
what
not in the
happens.
big show.
She's on. We've lost our audience already. Great. This is how good our podcast has become.
Swallow. Oh.
She's left to leave the room.
No, she's actually left the room. All right. Well, for all of you listeners, you have just probably no idea what's just happened. But yeah, welcome back. We are back. We are coming to you kind of live. From the
Hull.
UK, Hull, city of
From
culture.
Tom's parents'
Tom's
dining
house.
room.
Yeah.
What a change of setting, guys.
I know, from our dining table in Zhengzhou, China, Henan province to
Give the
Hull.
address.
Great Wall Garden.
450000. That was our zip code. So
Yeah,
Anyway,
Anyway.
so we're back in the UK now.
We made it. We're alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're just
Yeah.
gonna chat about our awesome escape, the Great Escape.
Midnight Flee.
Maybe we should call this episode the Great Escape.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And then just talk about what we've been up to, because it's 3 weeks tomorrow that we'll be back.
Is it?
Yeah, and it feels like 3 months that we've been back.
Yeah, it
Really
does.
That's how
does.
my
Like
life's
forever.
been going
Yeah, it
recently.
really does.
So let's just begin with the back in China. Let's cast our minds back
Yes.
nearly 3 weeks ago. Well, 3 weeks ago today.
Need a harp to take a
Wait,
reflection.
I don't have a soundboard.
Never
I
mind.
can Google one.
All right.
Okay, no, just keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going. So 3 weeks ago today, actually, we were in the process of leaving Zhengzhou, getting on our
Yeah.
train
Wait,
to
what day is
Beijing.
it today?
Saturday.
It's Saturday. Oh, the real process started like
That week.
that.
Packing.
Well, we were panicking for about
Panicking
2
and packing
weeks.
at the
I
same
packed
time.
like basically everything in 2 weeks before we left.
Yeah.
That keen.
You were an eager beaver.
Oh, yeah, really.
And
So we were kind of just waiting for us to be paid, and we got paid on the Friday, and it was a bit dodgy because previously we'd been paid in cash, and our boss usually came to the flat and gave us our money in cash, but we were like, if he comes to the flat, he's going to see that everything's been packed away and that we've got like 8 suitcases ready to go. So, and then we were like, but if he pays us through our banks, it might not work, and it might not get through in time for us to withdraw the money anyway.
It was a real crisis, wasn't it? We were so worried that they weren't going to follow through, or they were going to have to pay us late because we were getting the flights reimbursed, and
they were always so late with everything, weren't they?
It was an
always
important
issues.
pay that Friday. It was an important one because it was normal pay and flight money refund.
yeah, our first flight, and I was cacking. Well, it all worked out in the end. That's what it all worked out in the end.
We planned it to the T.
It really was well thought out. We are.
It was.
It was. If we are ever going to commit a crime, we'll be well good.
Bank robbery.
Yeah, we'll do it that easy. But yeah, we all got paid. You three got paid at like the same time,
Yeah,
and
we
I
got
wasn't
paid
paid
at like 8 in the
until
morning.
I was cacking myself.
He's never paid us on time. Well, he has, but never early in the morning. Like
It was like
8:30,
7 in the
he was
morning,
like, check your banks, and we were like, oh, okay.
No, what about?
Sorry, we just did a big cut there. We just talking about some ins and
Not that
outs
you
of the
know about
podcast.
that.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah. We
Back
said
to
fuck
action.
a lot.
Yeah.
So we got through the Friday, and then we had our last meal at the TGP.
No, we went to Zach's.
We went to Zach's.
Yeah.
Zan, am I stupid?
Got the
So-
big burger.
Shout out
and
to
what have
Zach's because
we
you're
miss you.
chicken tenders, man.
There's
Good
just
food.
everything. The ribs, the half chicken. That was my last meal,
Was
I
it?
believe.
Half
Mine
chicken.
was quesadilla.
yeah, had to have the quesadilla. Even though I was craving a pizza, I'm coming
Yeah.
back for the land of pizza.
Yeah,
Got
true.
a quesadilla. So
There's chips as
I haven't had
well.
a pizza since I've been back.
what?
Really? Fair play
One
to you.
pizza.
I had one this week, and
Yeah.
I'm having another
We're
one.
having another one tonight, probably, yeah.
The Roma.
Yeah. So,
The Roma sponsors.
greasy
Domino's.
pizza time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Domino's.
Yeah,
Get a
but shout
sponsorship
out
from
to
them.
Zach for being such an asset to the foreign community in Zhengzhou.
Yeah.
Small as it is, because he does a lot. His bar, and it's basically like the social hub there, and he even has like cinema nights where he like rents out a whole screen and like invites everyone to watch like Captain Marvel, I think, was the one we got invited to. Not that we went to it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was still not. You know, you need people like that when you're in the middle of China.
If you're in Zhengzhou, hit Zach's BBQ. Just say Zach's BBQ to the taxi driver.
Or the drivers will understand.
If anybody listens to our podcast, they're not going to go to Zhengzhou, are they? We've been slagging it off for the past...
Maybe they'll just listen to this one.
The last episode has just put them off entirely, hasn't it?
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't go to China, guys.
Well,
no, it's good. Go as a tourist.
Go to Beijing.
Go Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong.
Yeah, tourist.
Go to Xi'an.
Don't work.
Xi'an.
And then hot-foot it to Hong Kong and go
just
to
enjoy, have
Vietnam
a blast in
and
Hong Kong. Yeah.
Cambodia.
You can definitely have a good time there.
Could have been you, Lizzie.
Singapore.
Yeah, Lizzie.
I am so upset.
Well, there you go.
She's crying, by the way.
Lizzie was actually mentioned in the first ever podcast.
Yeah, and here she is now.
Because she was due to come with us. Yeah, special guest.
Full circle.
Oh, gosh,
You're our first guest. We've never had anyone else.
I feel like you're not comfortable
And
with
we-
Lizzie.
You seem happy about it. You should be.
Well
happy.
done for not going. No, I'm joking.
But we've wanted other people on, haven't we? I mean, originally we were going to get Eddie on.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't do that.
Oh, wow.
Imagine. That'd have been funny, though.
Yeah.
That is okay. No, I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Regardless. So
back to
last meal at Zach's,
Last
and
meal at
then
Zach's.
that night I slept horrendously.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at about 4,
Yeah, you did,
and I was.
We were just so
Slept like a baby,
unbelievably stressed that
happy
things were
for
going to
you.
go wrong because we had a mammoth journey back. Like, for the cheapest way for us to do it was to get the train to Beijing, which took 4 hours. But on top of this, we had 8 suitcases and each hand luggage.
Yeah,
And
it was good
just
fun.
insane.
That it was great fun.
I had 50 kilos
Was
in
it?
one arm. 50 kilos
Sarcasm.
of luggage in one arm, and that shitty bag.
I'm
that
gonna
Beth
burn it,
brought in the
don't
other
worry.
arm. It's awful. Oh, it's the most awful bag.
It was like an old-fashioned one that you have to drag across the floor. But
You drag it long ways.
It wasn't too heavy, that one.
It wasn't heavy, but
it was
that
like
was
our
convenient.
extra bag, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Everyone, mainly me, just rammed all the stuff that they couldn't fit in their other suitcases. Luckily, we had 40 kilos and we still all went over.
Didn't we? Yeah. But that
I went
Chinese guy was
over.
nice.
None of you went over.
No,
I
Tom did. He went like 35. He was like 45. But
I
because
went
No, I
you
was
under, I
45.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was alright, but luckily Ed was under, so it kind of cancelled everyone out. So thanks.
No,
for not
I
having
was
me.
over.
No, Beth was under.
You was
Beth
you
and
was
Amy
bob
were
on.
under.
You was
I was
on
4
it.
kilos over.
really.
Yeah.
You were 4.
How did he let us on?
He like, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, hello
Mom, I'm
there.
trying to build a
We're
podcast.
actually speaking to the
Cheers.
microphone.
It's all
Welcome to our
I saw the
podcast.
video.
Yeah,
did
well, we're doing
you?
something like that now, Dad. Do you want to join us?
No, you're alright.
All right, go away.
I saw the thingy in the cave and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
Little
at
shout
the
out to Ed's
airport.
Vietnamese
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Great
Glad
work.
you,
All right,
hope you
everybody?
enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saw anything?
Yeah, we're good, thanks.
We've got
Real
drinks
good.
with you.
Ciao.
Cheers. Just gonna... That was Trevor.
Put a lock on the door. No, it's alright, but...
That's
Alright,
alright.
it's close.
Are you back again?
Oh,
Stop. If you want me to do a voiceover,
We're in
you
the...
do like welcome to the podcast.
Did you find your room?
Yeah,
Oh,
we've got
yeah,
everything,
did
Millie, yeah, thank you very much.
Well, this podcast
Pick
has
the
turned
moments
into something else,
I
hasn't
thought you
it?
were definitely going to leave the phone. Come on. Come back
So
Where were
we are currently pre-drinking, just as a
Yes,
little
we're
context.
off to Welly.
Welly,
Yes.
Welly.
And we're at
Second
my
time at
parents.
Welly.
We're at my parents' house.
Yeah,
so
because
that's-
none of us have a house.
Yeah, we're
None
all
of us are
broke.
stable
Well, we'll talk through
financially.
what we're doing after the flight, but
Yeah, so we got
So,
the
yeah.
flight.
We got on the
train.
We got on the train. And
Oh,
once
all of them
train-
bags.
once we'd got on the train, really, it was just a matter of making sure our luggage was safe. Which I mean, in China, like they don't steal anything. Like you can leave something for
we
an
literally
hour
left
and
it
it won't
right near
go
the door. Somebody could have just picked it up, ran out
gone.
with it.
But they just don't, which is great. I think
I
that's
do love that. I do love that
Yeah,
about them.
because it's the punishment is so severe. That's why.
Firing squad, isn't it?
Well, for some,
Yeah,
yeah. Drugs is death penalty.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what Mal did, didn't it?
What weed
That's why I
is.
didn't come.
I don't know. Yeah, you'd
You were
be
supposed to be a
bored out.
right shush.
You'd be so bored, wouldn't you?
Cut that bit.
Anyway,
So yeah, it was actually quite a hassle getting all the taxis because we ordered a big taxi, but we still couldn't fit everything in. And then we had to get another green one just to like.
And this was like a mini bus. Well, almost. It was huge.
It was like a people carrier.
You did, and you were right. But we made it.
We made it. Luckily, shout out to, she will not be listening to this at all, but there was a lovely woman who owned an Airbnb that we stayed at in Beijing, and I just happened to message her about taxis in Beijing because we needed to get some way of getting from Beijing train station to the airport, and we probably would have gone on the metro if we didn't have like 10 bags between us, more than that.
Yeah, it was way more. Yeah. But she hooked us up, didn't she?
She hooked us up with a big car, big ass minibus.
It was a small plane.
It was a small plane.
Yeah, it really was.
And then
that was it.
And that was
Put our luggage in.
Got to the airport. We were really early to the airport. What time did we get to the airport?
We were really early, but we got to the gate only hour and a half before the flight or something.
Before we had to check in, and we went for good Thai food.
We were there at 9, and
that was such a cute last little meal, wasn't it?
Yeah, last meal in China.
Yeah,
officially was a pad thai. We had pork belly, didn't we, Thomas?
That looks a bit grim, to be fair.
Did we?
Yeah, we had pork belly.
What? When? Where? What?
In the Thai place in the airport.
Oh, right, yeah. That was good. That was good, man. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And those those dumplings.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And my roti bread.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop saying that. Banned word. Yeah, and then we got our bags checked in, and then it was just a matter of getting to the gate and
easy.
That's it. We were through.
That's it.
Resigned,
sealed, delivered. We're out. So.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about the whole resignation section of that, but yeah, we left.
It was a good Stevie Wonder pun.
We left, and then we had, what was the first leg, 8 hours?
Oh god, I hated that flight so much.
Oh, I think the second one was so much worse.
I think the second one was worse. Well, it was bad for you because you couldn't sleep on it, whereas I got about 4 or 5 hours.
I did not sleep with one wink.
One ink. Neither did I on that one.
I didn't sleep on either of them.
I slept about an hour on the second one.
I just was awake with my eyes closed. I could not get
same.
to sleep.
I tried. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You were dead to the world.
I was, but I had 2 seats. I was laying on 2 seats.
Yeah.
And you were sick, weren't you? You were quite ill.
I was sick.
You were ill?
Yeah.
Oh, on the way back, but because I was really ill, I had a cough and I was bunged up, wasn't I? Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, the descending, my ears went, so every orifice in my head was just blocked.
And
Tommy's that was very descriptive, but yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
And then I got that cold, and I was literally bedbound for a couple of days.
Oh, you see, I was teaching the kids.
Yeah.
So.
Oh God, yeah.
Awful.
But then,
anyway,
then we got to Doha,
yeah.
and Doha Airport is amazing.
Oh,
I loved that airport; it was so beautiful.
I want to go back.
Not that bad.
Just for a holiday.
Yeah.
And what did we do when we were in Doha Airport?
What did we do? Oh yeah, so
we resigned.
Went to WH Smith. So we officially sent this. Okay, so this is going to come across as quite bad.
This is going to come across as awful, but just to remind whoever's listening that we were with a terrible company that we did not trust, that had links to
the mafia.
Yes.
Yes.
They were all friends with government people on WeChat, and they forged signatures, and they'd lied a lot to get us.
Japanese.
Work visa.
I'm not gonna
anyway,
say
regardless,
basically, they were
I'm sorry.
Tax dodging as well.
Yes.
Which is super illegal in China. They hate that to the point where the actress Fan Bingbing, who's very famous even in the West, went missing for 6 months because she tax evaded, and she had so much trouble with the authorities. And that is a high-profile person. So imagine a normal person tax evading, very, very dodgy. So, we just didn't trust them whatsoever.
So we were equally dodgy and decided to resign when we were...
in Doha. Just before we checked through our gate to Manchester.
A whole different...
Continent.
We were on a different continent?
No, still Asia.
Still Asia, isn't
Asia.
it?
Asia's big place.
But it's kind of the Middle East. So.
Yeah. We were very, very far away. And then we got on an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
And then I was dreading receiving Wi-Fi when we got to Manchester.
Well, you guys had your English SIM cards, didn't you?
Yeah, we put ours back in Doha.
We got a message from our beep, and she was like, "Oh, we need a meeting. Are you at home now?" And we were like, no. And I remember she emailed and said, "Please don't leave Zhengzhou. Please don't leave China. We need a meeting about this. Your work visa is going to be void. And like we have to alert the authorities. Blah blah blah." And we were like, "Haha, too late, sucker." We were all back.
See you.
All this trick in the book.
Bleeding on a plane, all this trick in the book.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, and we were like, "Ha, we're back in Manchester, soz."
Yeah. So and that was
like-
that.
That was
and then
30 hours later.
back in England, and yeah, it's just. I mean, yeah, it's.
But their reaction showed that we did the right thing.
Absolutely.
Because imagine if we'd had a flight booked for a couple of days after we'd resigned or whatever. Like.
Straight
would've
away
kept
they were
us there
like,
for
right, we're
ages.
going to sort your visa out, we're going to screw you over. That was
As
the
soon
first...
as we got back, the first email we had from two employers, the company, were basically, "We need to come back to China." And we were like,
Yeah.
"That's laughable."
You're having a laugh.
Gives a grand.
Yeah.
Our school, bless them, our school were lovely. They said that they wanted us to obviously go back there, and they said they would pay for our flights and pay us more money
without weighed
to
out.
go back.
How
They really miss us.
how do we feel about the schools? Because at first I didn't really feel anything, and then like second week home, I've started missing them. Occasionally I'll think about one or two of the kids, and I'll just like, and I did kind of, as much as I'm not a teacher, probably never will be. I did kind of miss the routine a little bit as well, and like even like some of the teachers who were nicer. Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit nostalgic for it.
I look back and I think
haven't.
it was easy. We'd teach pretty easy lessons for 3 or so hours in my case, and we'd pretty much sit in the office and do nothing otherwise.
No,
You just
I just
playing
didn't
with
like it.
kids.
It was just too alien. It was just too weird. And I think being back in England is, maybe it's more expensive being here, and it's more stressful because we don't know what we're gonna do, and we're living back with our parents, which is a whole other trouble of itself. But it was just, China was just so far away, and I just felt so unbelievably far away from civilization.
It's definitely preferable to being back, don't get me wrong. I don't miss China in itself,
No.
the whole experience, but just little things I do, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't miss any of my kids, but I think I had,
That's savage, that I have to say.
honestly, I don't, maybe there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think of them and I'm like, no.
Who?
No, I think of Joe, who was cute. He was an A3, and like Herman, he was a great kid.
I like Samson.
But Samson, he had a little rat tail. But I just
What a
think
great name.
I don't miss teaching you. I don't miss being around you. I mean, you were just okay, you know,
Wow,
best of a bad bunch. But I had really difficult kids. Like all my B classes were really difficult. Really difficult, and I don't miss the stomach ache you get before you go to school, and you think, oh god.
Well, I feel even worse because I taught a new, so I was with C classes the whole time, who were like 3 and 4 year olds, and then literally like the week before we left, they said, "Oh, you've got a new class now. You're going to start teaching an A class," which was a bunch of like 5 and 6 year olds, and we just hit it off. They were great. They were just so lovely, so enthusiastic, and I could tell we'd already bonded a little bit, and then I just left, and it just felt a bit awful. Like,
see, I had that when I think everybody had like an extra class or something when they got back off like the big Chinese New Year holidays, because I had a baby class, but my baby, there was just nothing. I was getting nothing from them. 2 little 2-year-olds. I was just like,
You're right.
You just cried.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're right. What? You're right. Hello. Ni hao.
honestly, they were crying.
Help me.
That's
And
literally
just,
it.
Pooed my pants.
No, that's you, mate. Yourself.
Shut up! Not on the podcast. No, this never happened. It's a lie, I tell you. It's a lie.
Oh,
we
shit.
so my kids
You're in trouble now, boy.
Wow. Well.
gonna get a bollocking now off camera,
What?
off mic.
My yeah. Anyway.
I miss the kids. I miss them.
That's because you had good kids.
No, but
You had
they
some
were older,
shitty
weren't they?
ones.
They were older, but there was a lot of shit. Sorry, kids. You know who you
I mean,
are.
yeah, but that's fine. Like there are shits in
There's
every school
always-
and
there's always
every
a cool
country.
kid, but when they were knobheads in class, but outside of the class when they were just playing and they were just
when they were just
great.
being children
They're
and
just
very
kids.
innocent.
They're just kids.
Yeah, but
they are. They're
You
innocent.
hate children, I know.
maybe I do hate children, but I don't hate the ones like my little brother and sister.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, but
And they were like, I
they're
loved them when
siblings.
they
I
were
wouldn't
baby
worry.
babies.
I would not worry. Worry if you have a kid and then you don't feel it.
I feel nothing.
Yeah, you're just like passing the baby over to someone else. Like I have no things.
Yeah.
Lizzie, do you
I-
like children?
That's
That's
a
a no.
question to ask.
Yeah. That was it.
No, how do you think
from
you would
Lizzie.
have done? How do you think you would have done, like when dealing with the kids?
Oh, fine. I went and worked on an American summer camp.
Yeah.
And they speak English. So.
That was the problem. You can't be like, get off me, you little shit.
No, but I
No
found
hablo.
I found disciplining the kids quite easy when you can't speak.
That's only because you're a
to
big,
them.
intimidating one, a medium, intimidating man that slams your chair
You're
down.
bringing the
I was
height
like,
into it.
come on now.
Yeah, but
Clapping my
exactly.
hands.
You need to think of a different technique. You need to like get
I was
in
like,
their face.
shh, until like my mouth was
Shut the
dry.
fuck up, kid.
I did swear several times in class. That was bad of me, isn't it?
Yeah, you were called
Really?
all sorts.
No, I didn't. Can't. I'd
I
like.
did once or
Abuse.
twice.
I just felt
Yeah.
under breath like you little shit.
There was
But
this
it's
one girl
true.
in B3 that I would like to see her do well in life, but the fact that I never see
You don't
her
want any
again.
of them to do well apart from
Just
that
one.
one.
Sophia was great.
No.
She was the one who, when I was showing a picture of supermarket and I was teaching them the word supermarket. This will only be funny to the three people.
That's very
Maybe
advanced.
just you.
That's very advanced.
Well, don't worry, we're the only ones listening.
And I was teaching them supermarket, but I hold up the card first and see if they can guess it. And I held it up, and no one knew what supermarket was. And then Sophia looked at me and she went, Green Foods.
Yeah.
Which
or
is
or that's the equivalent
chain
of saying Tesco's.
And I was like, I just laughed. I was like, and she laughed, and I was like,
Good humour.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
bouncing
the
off
local,
each
the
other.
local supermarket, basically.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Because obviously she didn't know the English for it. And I was like, haha, good one, but no.
Mine started saying yellow pee-pee, so that's...
Really?
because they knew the colours, and I said to
Yeah.
them, go pee-pee. So they put it
Yellow.
together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so grim.
That's
That's
funny.
That
nice.
was
That.
Henry,
You
yeah,
need to
yeah.
drink
That's-
more water, don't you?
That's good. Yeah, they
Drink more hot water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy.
Like you, Beth, I missed the routine and just
Yeah.
just having something to do every day because it just got me through. Got
It
us
was
through
kind of
the week.
when you had a bad day, it was a grinding routine, and you were like, oh, fuck this. But
I
like,
know.
if you had a good patch, you were like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah.
What am I doing? But the thing is with you two is that you were either teaching or you're in the office, and I think that was such a better idea than just kind of teaching and then being like, right, let's go play with some Lego. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what we.
Yeah.
And I won't for one second say that that's not an easy thing to do, but I'm just saying that like day in day out, especially with you when you're with kids that can't speak to you or very well,
Yeah. You feel like a mute, don't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
If Tom wasn't there or Becky wasn't there, I just wouldn't speak all day.
That's the thing I always said. Like, you come back from school and you just think, I've only spoken to 4 people all day, every day, for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's weird.
I'm impressed with us because that's hard.
Yeah, we did have so well.
It was trying, but a lot of people will be listening to this, like your dad, for example, and be like, ugh, what a bunch of wet lettuces.
Yeah, it'd be like he's
What a bunch of wet wipes.
yeah, he I'm sure he won't mind me saying this. Like he said to me, like I feel like you should have stayed out there, but like it's your decision. Like I'm not going to influence you or anything like that.
He just wants you back anyway, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
exactly. He wanted me back anyway, and I always knew. I think I always knew going out there, like I was never going to do a year.
Well,
In the first month, we said like, how
Yeah.
long do you think you're going to do this for? I was like, I think I'm
I
going to
think
do
that
after.
was like one of the after the first like week
I was
we
like
were teaching.
six or 7 months, like March or April. That's when I had in my mind that
Yeah.
I was going to go home,
Because
and
we all sat down, I was like, "What are you feeling, guys?"
and like also
Should
you
we
had
leave?
we had to take into account our happiness and like although like my routine is completely out the window now and it's just a matter of trying to find a job now. Like I am so much happier being home in like a familiar environment and I'm happy again, although I don't have a job or anything like that. I'm just,
Right.
Well,
it's
wait,
just
it's
nice.
not like we're never ever gonna have a job.
Exactly,
Like, we're just
exactly.
like,
We're in a transitional phase. It's only been 3 weeks as of recording this, and like my dad's proper piling on the pressure of me to try and get a
lay
job.
off Graham.
Yeah, Dad. I got friends in low places.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
No.
we're all in low places.
Yeah, I do find it boring. I do find it boring as well, though, because everyone's got jobs and stuff. So for
During the
8
day.
hours, 8 hours of the day, you just kind of like
Get a
I'm just on the
job.
computer typing up
That's all
for
I do.
various jobs.
But
and
it's nice to get
whatever.
up at like 9.
Yeah.
That is nice. Not having to get up at 6:30 for.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say.
I kind of like waking up. If I had something to do, I like waking up early to know that you
Yeah.
can do things. But if I'm waking up at 7
Yeah.
to do nothing all day, it's
That is that what you're doing? Like waking up early? Maybe that's your problem.
so basically I have to just
Sleep in
in.
and just don't feel guilty.
I don't know. I just think I need to find something to do because at the moment I don't, and obviously I look back to China and I think, God, it was so easy.
Yeah.
The job was so easy. We got paid a
Yeah.
decent wage.
Why
for
didn't
the
you just stay out
whatever.
there, Tom?
Yeah.
Sounds
that's
like
a
you
good
want to go
question.
back.
See that I'm going tomorrow. See, yeah. No,
You've
it's
secretly got with Miss Wong and got her to give you.
1,500 a month.
That's really. I can't believe they did that. That's
That's
It
so
was
what you
generous.
do.
more.
Highwind
They were
were just
offering
like.
more than that.
Highwind
They were
have not said
offering more.
anything to us.
They were offering 15,000 yuan, which is about 1,600 a month,
That's
and
well- that is well
flights
good.
back. But
That's crazy. That.
nothing can take me back to China,
I've
especially
said-
not Zhengzhou.
Since
If it
I've
was
been back,
Beijing,
I've said this. I think if we was at Beijing, a city that was more exciting, had more to it, more tourism and stuff, and probably been so many more English people,
more of
I
a
might have
Western
stayed.
group.
I might have stayed for longer.
Well, it's like we were
I think
talking to.
I think maybe stayed an extra month and not done what we did. I think possibly.
Nah.
It depends how understanding our bosses
You
are.
would have just
No,
been
because
like
it also
counting down the days. It would have been torturous.
no,
on
it would have
staying
also
another month.
been dependent on the company as well, and we got unlucky with our company.
As soon as we got back, Gracefield started being quite difficult, like giving us more lessons, more. Well, I had now nearly 4 different lessons to plan for every day until they took away the pre-classes. But I was doing the book; they were pressuring me to do that, like on top of teaching.
They were pretty shitty to you, I have to say.
But I couldn't react because I didn't. But at the same time, I don't know if they got suspicious that I wasn't reacting and,
Not
and just being like,
suspicious enough.
"Oh, okay."
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
But like,
they were constantly like saying, "Oh, you're gonna get this book done in 2 weeks." And it's like I'm teaching for God knows how many hours a day.
yeah.
I've got limited office time. You expect me to be working from 6 till
And they weren't paying
12
me
at
extra
night.
for. Anyway, it's like we were speaking to Zach the night before we left.
yeah.
We were saying, oh, just want to let you know how grateful we are that this place existed. Because we told him we were leaving, and he was like, "Wow, turnaround in Zhengzhou is just crazy. Like everybody comes here, and everybody leaves, but nobody comes back, and it's just like constant turnaround because there's
Because people
No
come
one-
and realise.
no one-
He gave us the finger, didn't he? And was like, "Have a nice life."
yeah,
In
a nice way.
Yeah. He
He was like, "Ha ha, fuck you guys."
He's probably been here for a fair few years, and he's probably seen every year everybody changes
Yeah, that's what.
because
What's
it's a
saying
dead end town. It is the Lao of China.
Yeah.
what?
Grimsby.
Laos.
No,
You trying to say Laos?
yeah,
Laos.
We don't live in Laos.
Lao. Lao is a country.
Lao.
Lao.
I was thinking of Slough.
L-O-U-T.
I was mixing them up together. It's all the same
Why
shit.
don't
Could
they
have said
sound the
Slough.
same?
Slough would have
Yeah,
worked.
yeah. Basically,
Why
it
don't they
is.
sound the same?
It's a bit of a shitty city. Is Zhengzhou?
But it's
It's-
crazy that there's
10 million people
10 million
there,
people
and
and
it's
it's dead.
huge.
Yeah, it's
like,
dead.
how is that possible?
It is big though. They're just all spaced out, like not doing anything.
It's spaced out, not doing
You
anything.
ask someone like,
Not
what,
like spaced out like high, but
You
like
always
spaced
are
out as
like-
in.
when there's a holiday or even like a long weekend or anything, you're like, what did you do? I stayed at home.
Yeah.
That's like the common answer, isn't it? And like, I kind
The
of
work-
understand because when it's national holidays, everywhere gets so busy. But they're all
But then
just-
other than
yeah.
that, they just can't do anything.
They work to the bone, and
That's
then
true.
and then that 4-week period is like, oh, I'll take a week or 2 to just chill out, be with my family, and have some me time as well, and then like they've only got another 2 weeks left, and they're like, oh, let's go to the Great Wall, and then everyone's there.
Yeah.
So like it's difficult. I feel a lot of sympathy for some certain Chinese people.
I feel sorry for the kids. Like,
I don't feel sorry for my Haiwan kids because they've got whatever happens, their parents' money is just gonna into their bank account, so they'll be fine. And as long as
they've got a lot
520 stays on the straight and narrow.
I could tell that there were some kids that not that they didn't have a great deal of money, but like all their money was going to Haiwan, and they weren't. I could tell some of them were not from like rich backgrounds. Like there were some, obviously, the mums that would come dressed head to toe in Gucci and stuff, and in their Range Rovers. But some I could tell like their kid is like their life, and this is what they're putting all their money into.
That's
so like
quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah,
but that's
especially because
it's also a very noble thing.
It's
like
quite
putting all your money into your future. Well, it's not even your future; it's your ancestral future.
I don't think it's noble. I think it's more an issue with the country itself that you have to put hundreds and hundreds of pounds just for your child to be educated enough to live a good life, because it's not an equal opportunity. It's not communism. It's very much capitalist, isn't it? It's very much capitalist. If you have money, you do better, basically, in China.
I would argue they haven't got a communist bone in their body.
No, it's all money. It's
a faux communist capitalist dictatorship that's run by one man, one party, and they just control everything. Yeah, it is like, I think you may have probably said this, it is slightly like 1984.
Yeah, well, that's what that Chinese author who's been exiled to Hong Kong said. And I feel like he would know, better than anyone.
Absolutely.
It's not just a bunch of white kids who have been briefly to China saying that is an old citizen of China. So, yeah. But how was everyone's first trip to Tesco?
Well, we did get to Tesco in Thailand, but I had a meal deal on the...
Oh.
Not the first day, but the second day back. Yeah.
My mum wouldn't let me get one. She's like, you don't need a meal deal. We've got bread at home. And I was like,
Your mum does not understand.
She doesn't. She was like, what do you want for the
Wow.
first night back? I was like, fish and chips. Did I get fish and chips? No, I didn't get fish and chips.
What'd you get?
She did make a very nice roast thing with leek pie, whatever. But on the second night, I had fish and chips. But my mum just did not understand the urgency.
Come on, Claire.
Food.
Andrew will be listening. Andrew, meal deals.
Yeah, stop eating all my flapjack. If you're listening.
My first meal was a roast dinner, and honestly, because I'd been up, I hadn't slept a wink on the plane. I slept about an hour, so I'm not even going to count that in the grand scheme of things, because I was up about 48 hours, from 4 a.m. Saturday morning to 7 p.m. Sunday night in England.
Plus the 8 hours
plus the travelling overnight and all the time difference. And I was up for about nearly 2 days. And I was delirious. I couldn't finish my meal, didn't even have a slice of my grandma's chocolate cake. That's how bad it was. And I got it, I was like, Grandma, just give me some, I'll go home.
Put it in a doggy bag.
Yeah. And honestly, I fell asleep at 7 and woke up at... I slept for 11 hours.
Wow, that's good.
I slept 14 hours.
Wow.
Did you not sleep a lot?
I woke up at 5:08. I woke up at like 4:30. Went to bed at like 8.
Really?
7, passed out maybe, and then I was up at like 4:30, 5. Do you not remember that whole week we kept messaging the group chat?
Yeah, I was up at like 2, 3.
Yeah, we all kept waking up at like... Well, mine was 4:30 in the morning.
I went to sleep at 7, woke up briefly at 5. I think I messaged the group chat, and then at 9, woke back up again.
No,
meal deal.
No, I'm joking.
I'm joking.
But that's going to the shop.
Do anyone want anything? Podcast listeners, do you want to?
Comment below what you want.
That is a good thing. Remember, rate my meal deal. That was great. To be fair, people who got Boots meal deals are suckers.
No,
they're
nothing wrong with a Boots meal.
It's $3.50.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And
nonsense. A lot of them.
And it's not even good quality. It's just a normal. It's just a sandwich.
It's just a sandwich. You don't get a foot long, or a sub. You can't get a sub like you can at Tesco. No. All right, let's go around the room.
All right, okay.
Favorite meal deal. You can
contribute to this, Lizzie.
I will just say, the other day for lunch, I had soup, a roll, and a Red Bull. And as I was eating it, I was like,
Why?
because that's what was in, and I kind of fancied it. And then I was like, if this was the old classic meal deal Facebook days, I would have been annihilated.
Yeah.
That would have been.
You'd have to
Did
kill
you
yourself.
pour your Red Bull into the soup?
No, but I was like sipping my Red Bull, having my hot soup, and then I was like, this is wrong.
Yeah, that sounds really. I'll just have a water. Go on, Lizzie. What's your favourite meal deal?
Okay.
From
well,
Tesco, it's got to be Tesco.
Oh, it can be no.
Yeah,
Just
Tesco,
not Boots.
Tesco's meal deal.
Let's
Ultimate, yeah.
The
go.
ultimate aim is to at least double the price of the meal deal. in
Right,
the
you're
goods.
one of those. You're one of
You
those.
have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point?
It's a-
Shout, yeah.
You're one of the ones that gets the smoothie, which it doesn't
It's
taste
like
very
£2.90.
nice, but because
No,
it's
no. Mango smoothie,
okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
alright,
banging. Popcorn, like 80p,
The popcorn.
banging. Yeah,
Ooh.
and then like a wrap or a foot-long sort of like sandwich.
I'm
What
not
kind of
sure
wrap?
about the popcorn.
It totaled about £7 something the other day, so I was like,
What's the filling of a
Nailed
sandwich?
it.
The-
Yeah, what's
what
your
do you
go-to?
do?
I either have the duck wraps,
Oh yeah,
which
I
is
see.
good.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
like £2.70.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's all based on price.
averaging thing anyway.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is good. Like,
So you got a bit of a sweet
The duck
Yeah.
wrap is good.
drink.
just I'm not sure about the popcorn. I think you can improve the crisp
Yeah,
slash
either that or
chocolate
like the, you know,
Seven out of
area.
ten.
the paprika like Max
Yeah.
crisps.
For
Oh, they're good.
for maximising
Yeah.
your worth, that's a 10 out of 10. I
That is
think in
good.
terms of like what you've got, that's the mango smoothie,
Oh, here we go.
Good.
Rating.
duck wrap,
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Either that or
decent.
just
The popcorn
big,
though,
the
that's
big
that's a
Red
that's
It's
a
a 6
that's
out
a
of
big
10 for me.
that's an L. That's
It's a
a
six.
Bulls.
7.
Hey.
That's a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
come on,
good.
Tom.
All right, Tom.
I often vary mine though, don't I? I often
What's
go
your-
for the...
what-
What did
Do
you
you
get
have a
the other day?
go-to?
The first one I had back was the flame grilled chicken bacon pasta.
Yeah.
The pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta.
interesting.
I like
Yeah.
feta pasta as well.
Oh
That's good,
yeah,
yeah.
the
That's
pesto one.
Sun-dried one. Sun-dried tomato.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, the sun-dried one.
But I got that because I thought, yeah, it's good load of carbs there, fill me up. And then I got a Lucozade Original,
Mm.
my favourite drink.
In the whole
Craved that
world.
for 8 months.
It healed him when in his first sip that he had back.
I was so
He-
ill.
He was so ill. First sip he had back in the UK. He first
Holy
word.
water.
His first words back in the UK were "I'm healed" after having a sip of Lucozade.
I think I probably had over 10 litres of that stuff.
Yeah, his teeth are falling out.
I went to see
He came to Lytham.
with a litre.
He came a fucking massive Lucozade.
What, did
I
he
went-
sleep with that? Were you on the sofa?
Yeah.
I was stepping there, hugged it
I was on
overnight.
the floor.
But I went to see Hull FC and over the course of like an 80-minute game I had a litre of that.
Bloody
It's
Right.
not good. I've,
Did
I've,
you
kind of-
piss-
I've died down from
No,
it
just
now.
get it out your system. Just do it all now.
It's
You'll be
out now.
fine.
Yeah, I've sweated it all
Do
out.
drugs.
Yeah.
Pasta meal, Lucozade, and I had refrigerators.
Never had that.
Refrigerators. Well, yeah.
They're
Not
a solid
sure.
99p
Oh,
though.
oh.
That's
Right.
that's too. So that's too
I think
chicken
you know all
and
the
pasta.
prices.
Yeah,
I feel like you need
I like some
something
chicken.
like in
Crisp.
the snack aisle. That's not. It's a snack, but it's.
Normally,
Crisp
yes.
or a
The other
Rocky
day I
Road,
had.
maybe.
The other day I had
Rocky Road, yeah.
pickled onion Monster Munch.
That's yes.
Solid.
Favorite one.
Same
Yeah, it's good.
Can't
Whoever
remember
get
last time I had that.
beef, the beef flavor is.
They smell like.
I
No, yeah, that's
beef
good as
flavor is disgusting.
Yeah.
I really like the beef
I like the
one.
flaming hot one as well.
Yeah.
Pickled onion's the best.
Any
Okay,
flaming hot
Amy.
crisp.
Yeah, go on.
What's
Amy.
yours?
I am gonna get ripped
No,
apart.
well, let's
It's
let the viewers,
okay.
It's
let's let the
shit.
listeners. do
I
that.
have been having this because I was a fan of the meal deals, but I always think the sandwiches and the wraps are generally very soggy and a bit minging,
Okay.
especially if it's got lettuce involved, and most of them do.
Mine never has
Bit of
lettuce
mayo.
involved.
I'm not a mayo fan, so no, I don't.
Yeah, and the
Mayo,
sauces
mayo.
are always just like
Skins.
China jokes.
Go on. Sorry, Amy.
So my go-to sandwich
Is shit.
is a tuna mayo and sweet corn. Because
Pasta.
no, the sandwich
I thought you
on
said.
brown.
Oh, I'm brown. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not that soggy.
So it's not soggy, and there is another one. It's called a tuna crunch, and it's disgusting. Don't ever get me a tuna crunch. It's got like pepper and cucumber in it. It's wrong. The tuna and sweet corn every time is good.
Cool.
My drink of choice is just probably like a Coke Zero. I
Solid.
used to when I wanted to be healthy.
Liz's reaction to that.
When I wanted to be healthy, I used to have a sparkling water
That is nonsense.
But did you know that sparkling water actually makes your food taste better?
Yeah, but you're having a tuna sandwich.
I'd rather
How do you
have a
improve
drink that
that?
tasted
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Well, I moved
Take
away
away the
from
taste.
that because of the hate.
Crisps, go
So
on, tell us the crisps.
these are good crisps.
Oh no.
They are delicious.
They're not. Wait, no, go on.
They're the barbecue.
No! I know exactly what you're gonna
The
say.
barbecue pop chips.
No! They're so airy.
No.
There's
Yeah.
nothing in the
There's nothing
bag.
in
If you get the big ones, although I guess that's not a meal deal,
No.
but I think they taste so good, and there's no guilt. They're only like 90 calories.
Right, look at me.
Never had the pop.
Either that,
I haven't lived.
you would love them.
The sour
They're
cream
not-
one's
sea
good.
salt
I
ones are
like
good
what
as
I
well.
like, and I don't vary it enough.
That's
but-
me. That's
yeah.
me with my meal deal.
I vary.
Either
the
that,
same.
if they don't have any pop chips, I go with. Well, I've got a few favourites. Skips,
Skips are good.
Are you a kid?
skips, knickknacks.
Are you a kid?
Yeah,
I like a knick-knack.
knickknacks are
It's
great.
nice and spicy.
Or Monster Munch, pickled
Yeah,
onion.
Yeah, sure.
That's
They're my
very
Are you a
go-tos.
kid?
Or sometimes, if I'm feeling really plain, I'll go for a mini ched.
Ooh,
Mini cheddar. But then that's
boring.
just a lot of
You might as well just get
you
a very
know,
mayonnaise.
solid
dryness.
Tuna and then mini cheddars. That is some breath.
I know. I may as well
You
just
gotta
have.
have that.
I may as well just have like a Werther original.
Well,
what do you have,
Werther's
Beth, then?
original.
Go on,
What
Beth.
I have
Pescatarian.
is, pescatarian. But I have the falafel wraps.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard they're good.
Sweet chili, very nice. Really salted Walker's crisps because I'm boring.
What?
and but they're great. And a green Coke.
When they had them.
I like green.
the light-
Do they not do them anymore?
Oh God, no.
I haven't seen them in years.
Oh my god! I literally. That's how long I've had. It's
You haven't
been
had a
since I've
meal
had a
deal?
proper meal deal. I haven't had one since I've been back. I asked my brother when he went to the shop to get me the falafel wrap, but I didn't have like a proper meal deal.
Right.
That's sad. But yeah, green Coke. And then I went through a phase of having the pink lemonade Lucozade,
They're good, man.
which are really good. They're so sweet. They're so sweet there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have them with
um,
vodka or tequila. You have it with, don't you?
yeah.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you did pink lemonade tequila. Welly.
Is that what that is? The pink lemonade?
It
It's
probably will
sambuca.
Sambuca.
It's no.
Sambuca.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That could
Tequila
be your
makes me
drink
throw
tonight.
up.
Could be.
Beth. Yeah. Pink lemonade.
Don't want to be boring.
Hi,
Kinda
Anna.
jerk.
sorry. Yeah, that's mine. What
That's
do you
it.
think?
That's it.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, we didn't rate yours. Oh,
Oh,
never
you
mind.
Mine's a
don't
10.
rate-
Fuck it.
Yours is a 1. Yours is a... The falafel brings it up a bit because it is quite nice. 6.
All right.
I
The
get
rate-
one and Beth gets six.
Wait, what? So yours is.
Mine was-
I don't really go for the pastas.
We'll take out the refrigerators. We'll put in them pickled and...
Fine. That's a 7.
Oh, that's good.
Yours is a 5.
Oh,
Pop chips.
I'm okay with that.
4 or 5. Pop chips really brings it.
Hipster.
Yours
No,
is
pop chips are good. Have you tried them?
yes.
Just
they're
because you only get like
airy.
a 3
I
or
opened the
4.
bag and you get 4. Like
Lizzie would not be happy with that. It's all about the price, the
Yeah.
quantity.
To
Exactly.
be fair, when it comes to the price, I'm like a 0 out of 10.
maybe you
like,
should go into quantity surveying. Like that'd be really good.
I probably pay more than like if when I get the meal there, I'll probably pay £3.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
not even
£1.50
worth £3.
meals.
Ready salted crisps brings you down, I think. So
What
and they
is
don't
wrong
even
with
sell a
ready
green
salted
Coke
crisps?
anymore. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just like it's just like
So you would
I like
go-
that.
But it's a nice like they're so plain that whatever you're eating doesn't mix. It mixes with everything. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I
It's like a
understand.
palate cleanser.
See, that's
Okay.
what I think with sparkling water. It cleanses your palate.
You should have it then. Doesn't matter about everyone's hate about how it tastes like
Be
static
yourself,
TV.
pins and needles.
Yeah.
I'd give you a 6.
All right, I'll take a 6.
Mine's.
I can almost tell you what yours will be.
Go on, I want Tom to guess
go on.
mine because
Really?
we saw each other at the library a few times, didn't we?
I
And
know that you used to go
Oh,
to Tesco.
I know what you
Yeah.
get.
Go
Yeah,
on,
so-
I want you to guess my
so
meal
it's-
deal.
Normal
You
Coke,
try
red
guess.
Coke, obviously.
Yeah, red Coke.
Yeah, correct. Is it can or bottle?
Can because you prepare it from a can.
I prefer it from a can, but sometimes I'd
You
get
always
a
get a
bottle
bottle.
because
You
I
get
could then
more.
reuse it.
Yeah.
Save the
And you get
environment.
more.
And you get. You get the.
You
You
get
get.
more.
You get more. Fine, you get more.
Wait, let's confer.
It is the chicken and
Do you know
bacon
what?
They're
sub.
whispering.
Okay.
They're just whispering now, aren't they?
No, it's chicken and bacon sub all day long.
If they were both on offer, chicken and bacon sub.
Yeah.
Chicken and bacon
But
sub.
sometimes you get the ham.
Only because, like, when I was going to the library every day, I flip flop. So one day,
That's not a
ham and
Tesco meal
cheese.
deal. That is a Spa meal deal.
No.
You get a ham sandwich.
Ham and cheese sub on a Monday, and then a chicken and bacon sub on a Tuesday, and then something at uni on the Wednesday, and then back to the meal deal.
If you listen to this podcast for China info, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You
I
probably
hope you're
turned on.
enjoying this.
You
I'm enjoying
probably-
the meal deal.
Me
guys.
too.
This
All
is
right,
good.
what's my crisp?
Oh, this is the
You've got
top
the
one.
bottle of Coke or a can, doesn't matter. Chicken and bacon sub. What's the crisp? They're whispering.
No, do you not?
I think it's
Yeah.
They do
the,
frazzles at Tesco.
They do frazzle. Oh yeah, they do frazzles.
I love a frazzle.
Yeah,
And they're vegan.
and they're vegan.
Yeah.
So for all you vegans out
Oh, I've
there,
never seen
if
them
you want to
on
get
there.
that
Really?
taste of meat
Right, you
again,
go then,
have
you've
some
got the-
frazzles.
Wait, what are they called?
Oh,
No,
Oh.
no.
All right, okay.
go on.
Sensation.
They're still
No,
whispering.
Just the one that says it.
Are you all right, Lizzie?
Yeah, great.
How's life?
Awesome.
Did you
I'm
miss?
working
Did you
out.
miss? So Amy's your
Right.
biggest fan out of here. Did you miss her a lot? No.
You just shrugged your shoulders.
All right, what
you
Chris-
bitch.
I miss you, Trouble.
Lizzie was having a great
Aw.
time in America, wasn't you?
Yeah, you were.
I mean, great is a bit.
You're
of
having a
push.
time.
All right,
what-
back to my crisps.
Okay, we've
That's
decided.
a very James thing to say.
What crisps?
I think. Oh, I don't know.
Come
I'm
on.
Come
wrong.
on, hurry up.
McCoy's,
Right?
Oh.
the deep ridge ones, or the
Right.
ridged ones.
Yeah. Right. Keep going.
What flavour?
Are they like the beef ones? The...
Oh, you
Cheese
just
and onion.
messed it up at the last.
Cheese and onion.
No.
Salt and
No, no, no,
vinegar.
wait.
Yes.
Oh.
It took me 3
Oh,
guesses.
that's
Don't
not a high
high
five.
me for
That's
that.
not a high five.
Mm.
Fuck that.
Salt
No,
and vinegar McCoys. They're
Salt
great.
and vinegar
They
McCoys
are.
actually.
I
lovely.
knew it was McCoy's.
but like,
Fair play. Man's crisp.
sometimes there's so much salt on one that I'm like, ah, like, it's ridiculous. They are really done up with salt and vinegar.
That's great though. Salt
Oh
and
yeah,
vinegary, the
absolutely.
better.
Yeah,
Mm.
completely.
You got
So,
that Coke to wash it down.
so rate
God.
See,
my
I think
rate
salt-
my meal deal.
Okay.
Your meal is a solid 7.
No,
But
I
mine's
think
just-
it's a
mine's just-
6.
Yeah,
because-
I would agree with Amy because
Yeah.
it's plain.
Yeah,
like,
I
there's
think
nothing out the box.
sub brings it down a
Nothing
bit.
Yeah,
out
there's nothing out the box.
Amy goes out the box and you slate her for it.
Yeah,
So,
but she
But
gets the
tuna-
pop chips.
we're not slagging off the tuna sweet corn. That's
Tuna
fine.
sweet corn's fine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought the tuna sweet corn would be the most
No,
boring
it's the
bit.
pop chips,
Have you
mate.
even had pop chips?
Yes.
Oh, well, good. Have you had the big
shit.
bags?
We're talking about meal deal bags here, where you get 4 in pop chips.
Yeah, you do get a few.
We've
I think they've got
don't
even
even
smaller
know.
now because the other day when I had my first meal deal, I was a bit shocked.
It's so they can be like 50 calories or
Yeah,
whatever. It's
yeah.
because it's like 3 things.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
My
Worth it. I like hoover up the dust and everything.
there.
my first meal deal back was because I came to Hull a week and a bit ago.
Oh, yeah.
Stayed at Neves and went to Sainsbury's because Tesco was just too far. She lives at Wellesley, so
Yeah,
it's just
no.
convenient. Chicken and stuffing sandwich. This is where Sainsbury's loses out because subs are not on offer for a meal deal. Subs aren't on offer. So it's just sandwiches. So chicken and stuffing. I got a Tropicana.
Oh.
Tropicana smooth.
Yeah, don't want bits.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't want bits.
No.
No.
And I can't remember what. Oh, I got squares. I love squares. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
squares
get
are
squares.
Yeah.
so shit.
What?
I'm a fan of
It's almost as bad as
squares.
discos. Squares.
No,
Yeah.
discos were horrible.
What were
Squares are
discos?
shit.
Chipsticks, they're good.
Chipsticks.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
bad.
chipsticks.
I'll give you chipsticks. Yeah.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
Liz is here. She went to Camp America. What was the food like there? What did you do? Like,
I mean,
Chicken
Was it
fried
like
rice.
cafeteria?
yeah, it was pretty
was
horrendous.
it horrendous?
Yeah.
How sloppy was the mashed potato?
It was like powdered mashed potatoes, powdered eggs.
Powdered eggs.
Yeah.
Oh.
They disgust me.
It was disgusting, but it was all had to be like
No-
child friendly.
No wonder.
Mm.
No wonder Trump's president.
At one point, like I got to the point where I was literally just eating food off the salad bar, and my one saviour was like the hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
And I had them with every single meal.
Oh god.
And then
You
one
usually
day,
don't like eggs, do you?
one day I went into the kitchen and I saw on the side this tin that said jellied eggs.
Oh.
And I opened it up, and it was all of these hard-boiled eggs that I've been eating.
Oh
No.
no.
I was like,
Oh.
Sorry,
so
whereabouts
stupid.
in America did you go?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was working there, and then I went to New Orleans, New York, Miami.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, girl.
That's cool.
I love Miami. Miami's good.
Mm.
Really?
I didn't like Miami.
People say
New York
otherwise,
was my
yeah.
favourite.
I went to South Beach in Miami, and then New Orleans was like one of my favourite.
That'd be-
Mm.
But I was there for a carnival as well, so it was pretty sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that was it Mardi Gras there?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Peak
that'd be
time.
so
It was
good. That'd be
amazing.
so good to see that.
Yeah.
What's Mardi Gras?
It's like their massive festival celebration that happens every
Yeah.
year. I don't know what it celebrates, but it's just huge.
Hold on, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
French.
Yeah, I'd about to say. I'm
It's,
sure.
yeah, it's a massive thing.
Yeah.
It
They
really
wear all
is
the
Mardi
masks and
Gras-
stuff, don't they?
Yeah, like they
The
have like
stuff
the
that-
masks
the-
and
the-
costumes and
Fat
like
Tuesday.
beads. It was all like the times where you'd walk through the street and there'd be like beads being thrown about.
Yeah,
Wait,
it looks
what's the
great.
thing that where the duck gets force fed?
The duck.
What? I thought that was just normal French life.
No, what's it called? What, Amy? What's it called when the duck gets force fed?
Oh, foie gras.
Foie gras. That's what I was thinking.
Because of the
That's
gras.
not Mardi
I can
Gras.
see it
Yeah.
No, basically, it's to do with like Shrove Tuesday and Ash Wednesday. It's like it's in. I don't really
God,
understand.
we have a
what it's
boring time in
explaining.
Easter.
We just eat
don't
pancakes, don't we?
Yeah, that's...
Ash Wednesday pancakes.
It says it's
just-
also
Oh, yeah, that's it.
called
There's like a
Pancake
massive
Tuesday or
drinking
Shrove
culture and stuff
Tuesday.
out there as well, so.
Oh God.
I wish I did summer camp.
Yeah.
We can.
You
we
don't
can do
know.
it.
Like,
Nah, I'm
I
joking.
dropped like 2,500 on that and
Nah,
came back
I
with, like,
was
£10 in
I
my
was
bank
being
account.
sarcastic.
Oh, it took
there,
you
Lizzie.
£2.5 to get there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just
I
go
thought-
on your own accord.
I thought they would pay.
Honestly, like
you.
you'd spend like less than that just going to America by yourself for a few
Mm.
months.
For a few months.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, the hostels and stuff were insanely cheap. Like $20 is like 15-16 quid for like 2 nights.
Two
Really?
nights.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good.
We got ripped off in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I have to
We'll
say
get
as well,
10
just
then.
just throwing it back to that like missing things. I have been missing Cambodia,
That's your
all
time
these
speaker.
little places. Like it's funny because getting back to Zhengzhou, I didn't miss it. Maybe it's because not enough time had passed. But
Yeah,
now I'm
maybe.
like I'll be like, oh yeah, this is like it when I went to Cambodia, or this is like when we were in Vietnam and to my family. And yeah, I'll just get a bit.
Do you feel like you're annoying people yet with the whole when we were in China? Da, 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 da.
No, I don't.
I feel like I'm not quite there yet.
This one time in Bangkok. I've never really spoken about it, to be honest. Nobody.
Because you don't
Because all
speak.
my mates, they don't really give a shit, if I'm honest with you. Come on, guys.
It's alright.
You don't ask.
It's alright for
That's
some minutes.
sad.
No, they were like, oh,
You
hold on. I'd talk about it for the first time and then it would come up a bit, but it's not like, sit down, let's have a chat.
Yeah.
about it. But why would you? You know?
Well, because you've been away for
It's
7 months
interesting.
in a culture that is so different to ours. They don't ask you questions and
I'm
stuff.
I guess
yawning
it's
already,
because
Beth.
you've.
They were just like, what's your
It's
longest kill
because
on
you've like
Fortnite?
slipped straight into it as if nothing's happened.
Did you see any
Yeah,
ping pong shots?
yeah, to be fair. No.
We went to when we were in Thailand. All these guys are like, "Here, do you want to see some pussy ping pong?"
Yeah.
Literally, they were coming up to us like,
Yeah.
My
"Pussy
lips
ping
are
pong."
too dry.
Yeah,
But I've just
Um,
slid back into
but
normality.
it was a
if I'm honest.
tuk-tuk ride away, which is why we didn't go.
It's a
No.
bit dodgy.
Otherwise,
dodgy.
if it was just on the street, we probably would have gone. But we didn't want to get into a
Go
tuk-tuk.
on.
I remember like going out with the intention of not going to one. I was like, I'm not seeing that. And then literally you have a few drinks and you're like, yeah, let's go.
We were like, should we go some laughing gas? Let's go.
Yeah. No.
Well, we were like considering doing the laughing gas, and we were like you were eating fucking massive scorpions and stuff. We were very drunk.
And my
Yeah.
my auntie, I forgot
Pissed out
that
my
she
mind.
followed me on Instagram, and so all the like very drunken pictures that I was taking that were on my story, she now is like telling all my family about it. So that's fun. But,
Nice.
Hey, you're in Thailand.
yeah.
Have
Come on,
fun.
auntie.
When in Bangkok,
Yeah.
Koh San Road
When-
was so good.
Yeah, it was.
No, that was
when in
good, yeah.
Bangkok, go Koh San Road.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that poor guy. as well.
Hopefully, Willie will help do it.
Yes. Well,
Certainly will.
out of all the people in
Just
this
as sweaty
room,
anyway.
Yeah. So Welly, if you're not from Hull, is probably I would say the best nightclub in Hull. I don't
Yeah.
think.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I think
I'd
it's
agree with
more
that.
directed towards an alternative.
Yeah, I think
scene,
it's
though, to be
if you're
honest.
into indie, even not if you're
Sat,
into
well,
indie.
Saturday nights, it's they call it shuffle on a Saturday.
Yeah, I know
So
there's
you-
like different rooms.
Yeah.
So it's like in the main room is shuffle, so you just get like 70s and 80s, and then like the odd like
Yeah, it's
recent hit. So it's good.
That
Yeah.
sounds fine to me.
Oh, God,
It will
yeah.
be-
And you kind of just move around the 3 rooms the whole night. It's pretty good. Like, so Beth has not been to Welly before, but Lizzie has because she's come up to see me whilst I've been at university and I dragged her there every single time.
It's a good laugh.
I'm excited.
I mean, just get the one song that Ed knows every single
Word.
word to, and it's a party.
It's usually a Kendrick Lamar.
Well, if they play, I'm wearing my Biggie top. So if they play Juicy or Hypnotized, I'm fine with that. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be down. I don't know Hypnotise, but I
definitely-
know the start.
You know
And
how
I
to
know
move
the
your hips.
lyrics.
I know about 40% of all popular rap songs, so that's what I'm like.
They only
I'm
play
like,
those anyway.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
DNA probably will
Go
come
for it.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon.
Sorry?
It's annoying. we're
DNA
not-
by
oh,
Kendrick
yeah.
will probably
It's
come
annoying
on.
that we're not going on a Thursday night because the smaller room, which is like the indie room, have they swapped that yet?
It's still there, but they've refurbed it.
But like the indie night was always my favourite.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay.
even when we were in Koh Sam Road and Two Door came on, that was
Yeah.
like,
Like,
oh my
lost our
god.
shit.
That was
Remix.
the weirdest two-door remix, but it was a good remix.
It was a good
I
remix.
I didn't
was very
expect. Yeah.
Me neither. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Great fun.
It
Yeah.
was great fun.
It sounded like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
That was quite pretty good. That.
Thanks. What else is there to talk about?
So, future.
Yeah. What are
Oh
our
God,
plans?
mine is-
I mean, okay, let's do a very thin take on that because we all don't know what to do.
So far, so I didn't tell you this, but the school,
Sorry, I reacted to it.
they've got back in touch with me and they want me to do the book from here, so they're going to give me some money for that.
That'll be
Excellent.
wicked.
So that'll
How
help
will
me.
they? I'll ask that later.
Just
Yeah.
email,
Okay.
yeah, PDFs and stuff.
I was going to ask a different question.
How will they pay?
Oh,
Don't worry,
yeah.
right, we'll get
Oh.
into
Money.
We'll
that's
see how
another
that
Dollar
thing.
bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God, yeah, good point.
yeah, hopefully I'll get.
You'll figure that out.
Thank God you didn't throw your bank card out the window when you threw the SIM card out.
Yeah, when I got back, I threw my Chinese SIM card out the window because it was just constant calls and text messages from
Those
people I
texts were
don't know.
great.
Yeah. Anyway, so what are you doing
Anyway,
with your
so
life?
that is current, and then hopefully just bum around until September, and either masters in graphic design or a PGCE in teaching, like to be a French teacher. Leave a comment down below. Tell me which one you think I should do.
We'll do a poll on our
Yeah,
Twitter
Instagram.
page.
Yeah, we'll
Decide
do a
our
poll.
futures.
Small polls, what we should all do.
And then we'll
That's
do
actually
like,
such a good
then
idea.
we'll do a poll for each individual, and then we'll do a poll of like who's going to be the most successful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, we never did that. We were gonna do.
Who's your favourite member?
No, we were gonna like give out awards like you do at school, and it's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
best dressed goes to.
Oh,
da, da,
yeah.
da.
Speaking
No,
of
that's
members, this is so dumb, but I was thinking about this podcast and I was like, what am I going to say? I worked out which Beatle we are.
Oh my God.
Did you?
That came out of left field.
Oh, go on
yeah.
then.
Just
Go
so
on
it
then.
knows. Okay. John,
Yes,
Wow.
I'm okay with that.
George,
Oh,
Pointing at
cool.
Tom.
Ringo,
Ringo, because I'm a
Paul.
drummer.
Paul.
drummer, beard,
Yeah.
Weirdo.
kind of like main, I want to say like the face, you know, like you kind of like
okay,
the,
okay.
you know, you do all the art for it and John came up with the name, the Beatles.
Okay.
Vegetarian. And I live off Linda McCartney sausages, so
Ah, you
Are
see.
they good sausages?
They are.
No.
yeah, they're pretty good. I think they're alright.
Okay.
There's better, but yeah, they're
I'm
good.
Judy
And
and
also
all
her
that.
pies. Pies are pretty good.
Fair play.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
Yeah.
PC Pits, sorry. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler.
Tom's coming to get you if you misbehave.
Coming at you.
You're smoking crack. Fucking I'm off here.
Oh God.
Watch out, you
I need to be
Hullites.
careful what I say in the future.
Yeah, you do.
Police, maybe the police, maybe teaching as well. Yeah.
Leave
I
a
haven't
comment
said
down
anything
below.
incriminating. I haven't said anything bad.
I honestly
Oh,
I know
dude.
people that are going into the police and you really don't need to worry. Like
No, it's fine.
I've not said anything
but what
incriminating.
like, one of the things they ask on the application form is if you're a member of the BNP.
Really?
oh my
I
god.
hate the BNP. Just to put that out there.
Good.
Is that
Yeah.
what
Good
the
lad.
so they don't want BNP members?
No.
Well, yeah, yeah.
You never know.
You can
Yeah.
only
What,
be
who
a
was-
member of the police
Nick,
if you
Nick Griffin's
support.
not in the police. No, no.
No, but
Can you imagine PC Nick Griffin like running around in his fat ass?
Yeah. So those are my options. Maybe a few other things.
Right. Comment down below what Tom should do, and
Yeah.
you'll follow
We'll
his
put a poll
follow
on,
your
on
orders.
Twitter. We'll put a poll
What are
on
you doing,
Twitter.
Lizzie?
Yeah, Lizzie.
What are your
you
September options?
Next joke.
You've got all this background in the police.
Yeah, I want to work with young offenders one day. That's it.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
That would be good.
slap some whole shit.
Yeah. Fuck him up like episode of the IT crowd. Listen up, mother
with
flippers.
Mark. Yeah.
Been watching Line of Duty.
This
so
isn't-
You know.
oh
Ah.
yes, what a good show.
Yeah.
This isn't a mother flipping joke.
I've never
Ed.
seen
Ed, I would love to work in the media in some capacity. So I'm applying for like runner jobs, production assistant jobs. I've applied to a few TV companies and just waiting to hear back from them. But I'm also thinking of like HR, human resources. So I think that'd be a good route to go down if media doesn't work out for now. I'm hoping it will do.
We'll put a poll up, media or human
Media,
resources.
human resources, guys. I will pay attention. Bethany.
So I ideally publishing feels like a bit of a pipe dream. I've been rejected twice from random house jobs, so fuck you guys.
I got rejected from Morrison's. It's alright.
Because that's the same.
Yeah.
No, I understand because they cited in their email that I don't have the experience, which is true. I was kind of hoping I'd get the experience from them, so that's annoying. But yeah, like Ed, I've got a bit of background in PR, so I've done one or two of them. But like my kind of my backup, if I'm really struggling, if I can't get anything, and I'm at my wit's end, I do have a friend that went to Italy and did what we did in China, but in Florence, which sounds just wonderful, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be going on my own, but we did it in China, so I feel like I might be okay. And obviously, it's a much safer country.
Closer.
That people are more likely to speak English and all that stuff. So
And the food.
The food would be amazing.
The food is the most important thing.
I just really like Italy, so that would be cool. But I'm gonna try and stick around for a while, get some money. But yeah, we'll see. Again,
So
let me
publishing
know what I should
or
do.
Italy.
Yeah. Publishing another teaching job for Beth. Comment down below.
Yeah.
For the Amy.
But
Let's all
at the
comment for each
moment,
other.
We're all jobless, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's weird. We don't count
Lizzie's
you.
the only one employed here.
Argos. I'm joking. I wish
You make us look like
I wish
bums.
I was at
I
Argos.
wish I could work at Argos. If I'm
Yeah.
honest, I'll
You
take.
know,
I'd kill
I
to
would
work
take.
at Argos.
Yeah.
Anything,
Yeah.
I mean,
please.
oh no, I can't say that.
Never mind.
No, don't
We'll
say
cut
anything.
out, we'll
right
cut
now.
out.
Don't say anything. But yeah, it feels weird, but we'll get back into things, won't we? We know
We will. It will all work out in the end.
Yeah.
I feel like the universe always tries to be on your side, so it will
the
be
hell?
fine.
It's
University.
true. We had that
It is.
conversation.
It completely is true.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
why
if
did we
you're
go to
positive
China?
enough
I don't remember
and
this.
active. No, it's like you were saying that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, which
Oh,
then contradicts the argument that I believe in free will. So like,
That's
makes
the
no
Matrix.
sense.
The Matrix's argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, sorry, his name's Neo. He's
Yeah.
not called the Matrix.
The Mr. Matrix Neo. I watched The Matrix recently. Oh, such a
Yeah.
good film. I forgot how good it was.
Tangent.
Let's
anyway.
not. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not. Let's not.
Yeah.
It seems like we're almost kind of saying goodbyes now. Aren't
We're
we?
over an hour into the podcast.
Really?
Yep. And
Shit,
1
I-
hour and 04.
God,
45 minutes spent talking
Or-
about meal deal.
It might be a bit
that
less
was
than
the
that.
best
because
45 minutes I've had since being back in the UK.
That was man.
So,
Yeah, meal deals. Oh.
God, let's go.
You miss
Forget
it.
pizza
But-
for tonight. Let's go have a meal deal. Tesco's not too far.
I do miss the Chinese food though. You know.
I
Yeah,
miss TGP.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I've missed TGP a few times, thinking, oh, I could just do with one of those potatoes right now.
That'd be perfect takeaway food for tonight, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really would.
Let's order a
really
Chinese.
I have not.
I love how
had-
you're
I've not had a
serious.
Chinese since.
Neither have
would.
I.
I have. It was like my third night in. Mum was like,
I'm missing it already.
oh yeah.
I miss my kids.
It was actually like prawn crackers,
Oh.
satay chicken.
We never had any prawn crackers.
like peanut
What?
satay chicken.
Well, don't blow
skewers.
over that. We never had prawn crackers.
No. They sold them
Yeah.
in crisp form.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but
They weren't
Yeah.
any great.
in a plastic bag.
They
you
had
open
like,
them
they were
up,
Coca-Cola flavoured.
They did.
No.
Yeah. They were.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
They
Wrong
were
ends.
average at best. You liked them though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Weeaboo.
They were well nice.
Stop saying weeaboo for things that
It's
don't mean
true.
weeaboo.
That does mean a weeaboo. That lives the Chinese
Just saying
culture.
you're weird
It's
and
Japan.
you're a weeaboo.
Tom's gonna be a policeman. What a weeaboo.
Or
Alright.
weeb.
Yeah. Shall we?
Oh, weeb.
Shall we wrap this bitch up?
Yeah.
No.
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 What do you want to
I want
talk?
to keep talking about weeaboos now.
Weeaboos.
Let's wrap up.
We'll do
Yes.
Alright. Well, thank you ever so much for watching.
Listening.
Listening.
Yeah, watching, listening. If you're listening on YouTube, cheers. If you're listening on Google Podcasts,
Thank you.
Cheers.
If you're listening from the website, triple cheers.
Yeah.
Our website.
We're also on Player FM, iTunes podcast, although might have an issue with that, we'll get back to. But
Yeah.
Player FM, it's free to download.
Same with Google Podcasts, yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening. Will we do another one? That is the question.
That's a good question.
I want to do it.
Yeah,
It makes me sad this can't be the last one.
No.
No.
Just the thing
But it
is,
might be.
I feel like we're a
It
bit
might
boring
be.
otherwise now.
well,
I'm not
let's
interested.
leave it on a
We'll
cliffhanger.
wait until something exciting happens in our lives.
Yeah.
and
When
then
we
we'll-
all get jobs.
When we all get jobs in the same office,
Oh.
the same place of work,
We'll turn that into a TV show.
yeah.
And we'll call it The Office
Zhengzhou Office.
ZZ.
ZU.
Why did I say ZZ? ZZ.
Oh.
ZU.
Yeah.
Said you. Zhengzhou
Almost said
Unchained.
Dalai to the cabbie when we.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right.
Make
Well, sorry.
No.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. All of our stuff is in the description. I can't be asked to say it all. And see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.